Hi Sag, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. Today, Sag, I'm going to be doing a love reading for you guys. So pick your energy. This is energy 1. This is energy number 2. And then this is the energy between the two of you. So the energy between the two of you is love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. I feel this is reminding me of the reading that I did for you guys in the week where it was like someone still holding on to love. Someone still believes in like love, basically, right, with another person. And it's the idea that it will never go away. It's like it cannot go away. And I feel like, again, it's a lifetime thing. Like, do you see how they're traveling? It looks like this boat is like traveling from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime. And it's a love that endures, right? That's literally the name of the card. It doesn't go away. And I feel like music could have a lot to do with this relationship. I'm getting so much music, I don't know, from this card. I don't know why, but that's what I'm getting. Some of you guys could be doing a career in music, like doing something with music in your career, or music is a way that the two of you connect, but I'm getting something with music. Maybe like in a past life, music was a way you communicated with each other. I don't know. There's just definitely something here about music for you guys. And I think that for you guys, I think it's just, I see a block. Yeah, like I see a block. Like, I don't know why the block is still here, right? Because it's for both of you. It's a mirroring, right? We have 2 cards in reverse and then we have 2 cards upright. And then if you look at the cards upright, they're just very similar. You see how there's a lot of people in both, little fairies in both cards, right? And then it's just such a mirroring. Like even these 2 cards, they're like similar colors. And then these 2 cards are similar colors. So it's just crazy. I just see like an extreme mirroring between the two of you. But I still see love here. I still see with love endures. I don't think it's one or the other. I don't think it's one person or another person. I think it's both of you that still feel like this strong, deep love for one another. It's something that just will never go away. And maybe that's just something someone needs to understand. It's never going to go away. Right? I think that's the first step. Somebody here maybe is in denial, right? Straight up in denial. And the more you deny it, the more you just, that's like a block for someone, honestly. Like it could be a block for somebody. I went this way, so it could be a block for the first person. But yeah, it just feels like it's not a one-sided thing. It's like both people feel the same way about one another, right? The love that's here, it's felt by both. And I think someone denies it because, again, it's like, I don't want to love this person. Which is so funny to me. It's like, I don't want to. I don't want, maybe there's a past between the two of you. That's what it feels like. It's like, I don't want to love them. Like, they did this, this, and that, or it went like this and it didn't work out. And you know, there's like blame still here and hurt. And it's just weird because here there's nothing wrong, right? Here is just love, right? And 2 people embracing one another, and no one's pointing a finger. They're just holding one another. And I feel it's interesting to me that someone here holds on to still like pain from the past, and one person here definitely doesn't want to admit that they still love another person. Like they just want to pretend like they don't, because they think it's easier to move forward. You know what I mean? And I really feel like it's this person on the left because I keep using my left hand. So I feel like for person number 1, yeah, and it's so funny, the mirroring here. This is number 33 and this is number 21 making a 3. Like, it's just crazy. These 2 people are literally marrying each other on such a freaking extreme. This could be like twins, to be honest, because it's just such a mirroring. You know what I mean? It's like mirrors, like crazy, crazy. But I think that this person is denying it because they're afraid. And I think they like want to look forward to the future, but I think every time they look into the future, they keep seeing this person. So that's what's funny to me. It's like side number 1, I think really wants to, we'll call side number 1 fairies. We'll call side number 1 the pixie side. The pixie side really, honestly, I also think that the pixie side likes to listen to too many people, right? Because a collection of pixies, this speaks about people, right? Like there's just a surplus of people, an amount of people in the situation that don't need to be a part of the situation. And I think that that's where this stems from, the fact that this person doesn't want to possibly start over again and wants to kind of deny it. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that a lot of people know about this situation. A lot of people might know you know, the two of these people, and they might have a lot to say. I think the collection of pixies can also just be family members, right? It's too many. It's like that song, Too Many Cooks. You guys seen that YouTube video, Too Many Cooks? Look at that up. It's so funny. But yeah, that's what I'm feeling here. Too many cooks in the kitchen. Like, too many people giving their opinion. There's too many people. Maybe this person, Pixie side felt that there was too many people involved in this relationship when it was going on, right? Maybe someone was texting someone else. Maybe there was exes that kept coming up. You know, there just seemed to be too many people in this relationship. But now I feel like the real problem is too many people giving Pixie side advice, right? And having shit to say. And the sad thing is, like, why is the Pixie side listening? Like, if you're the Pixie side, why do you care? And I get that, because I feel like when I really want to protect something, I don't want people to know about it. But I feel like you're not protecting it. You're letting them throw it under the bus, and you're allowing it to happen, right? You could literally put an end to it today if you were like, yo, this is the person I want. I want you to respect it, and that's it. Like, I don't want to hear about it anymore. And I feel like you don't want to do that. And that's what I feel like why the initiation is in reverse, because you haven't done what you needed to do, in the sense that when it comes to this relationship, you want to pretend like it's not a thing anymore. You want to pretend like you don't love this person anymore. You want to pretend that, like, the love didn't endure, like there's not love between the two of you, like love dies, basically, which it never does, right? Sometimes it can change its form, right? Like, you know, you had someone in the past that you really loved, but you guys grew apart, and you still love them, but you're not in love with them, right? If that makes any sense. But yeah, I don't think that that's the case here. I think you like to think that that's the case here, Pixie side. I think you like to think that love here just died, or went away, or, you know, it's from the past, or, you know, you're not in love with this person anymore. But I don't think that's the case. I think you deeply love this person. You know that you love this person. And because people will have a lot to say about it, and it's sad, because I feel like it's because you have to defend it, and you haven't done that yet. You have not done the role of defending the love. I think that's what the initiation is. The initiation is choosing it and defending it, and, like, letting that be a thing, right? Defending the person you love, defending the relationship you choose. I'm not telling you to go into a toxic relationship, but I'm also saying, like, if this is the person that you love and this is the person you want to be with, then I feel you shouldn't let anyone talk shit about someone you love, right? Or the opinion of anyone on what you want in the life that you desire, it really shouldn't be up to anyone, because you're the only one that can answer those types of questions of who you want to be with, right? Side one, Pixie side. So yeah, it just feels like there's a lot of that going on this side, a lot of denial, and also a lot of not taking the initiative to stand up for it and say, you know, this is what I want, and this is who I want, and I don't really want anybody to talk shit about it anymore, or I don't really need anyone else's opinions when it comes to what I want. I'm like, this is what I want, and I'm sure of it, and that's it. You know what I mean? And that hasn't happened yet, right? Or I feel like that's what has to happen for this to take place, for this relationship to come to fruition, because there's still love here on both sides. Now let's speak about side number 2. We'll get to the last cards like later, but side number 2, it's so funny. Oh my God, there's pixies in this one too. The fairies who were kissed by the pixies. Yeah, I was about to say, like, oh, let me call it this card, and I can't, because it's like the same freaking thing. It's such a mirroring, holy shit. So I feel like with side number 2, we'll call it the matchmaker, right? This is kind of the magician. You'd be dealing with like a Virgo or a Gemini. Not necessarily, but yeah, I feel with this card in reverse, I think someone here has watched, like side number 2 has watched their dreams, maybe, because this feels like a lot about dreaming, right? With the matchmaker and the fairy godmother both in reverse. It's like they've watched this person disappear, right? Side number 1 disappear. They've watched this person go away, and I think it kind of triggered them to turn that, you know, this person is the magician is someone who can manifest whatever they want. And with the fairy godmother next to it, it feels like this person could have had the opportunity to, you know, they had the opportunity, I think, to turn this inward and turn this, what happened to them, like this person maybe not being in their life anymore. They seem very powerful, right? I feel like this is High Priestess and Magician together, but they're both in reverse. So I feel like this person has had a lot of time to really reflect, and they could have turned this energy into something very negative. They could have turned this energy into something where it consumed them and it changed them for the worse. But with this card coming out at the end, I feel like they didn't let that happen, right? They let it make their heart grow bigger, right? It's like some people from loss turn that loss into pain, and they can turn that into suffering for others, suffering from themselves. They can literally turn that pain, like, someone broke my heart, I'm pissed off. Now what I'm gonna do is react. Like, I'm not gonna give about anybody. I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna go to the club. I'm just gonna do whatever I want. Like, they could have turned this into something really, really negative, and they did not, right? They're very powerful. So they have the ability to do that, right? Like, they could turn this into like a nightmare for someone, literally, and a nightmare for themselves. And it literally feels like they had the ability to literally turn into, either like a good witch or a bad witch, right? It's like, okay, you're stepping into your power in a sense. They're getting to know themselves more and more. But what happened to them could have literally turned them into, like, I swear, like someone really, really dark. And they did not allow that to happen. And maybe they did go through a dark period, but instead of letting it, it's like they went from looking at their shadow, and they could have turned that into making them into their shadow, like making them into some sort of demon in a sense, where they took that demon and, like, instead of looking at it, facing it and being like, no, you can't rule me. You don't decide, my soul's like bigger than you. They could have gotten consumed by it, by like that darkness, and they didn't let it, right? So this triggering effect for this person's very powerful because they were able to get over that sorrow and that deep, deep, deep hurt. They got over it and turned it into, like, I feel like their heart just got bigger. Like, I don't know how this person did it. Like, I don't know how this person did it, to be honest. This person took this pain and made themselves into like a warrior of the light, right? And they were given that chance to turn into the warrior of the dark, and they could have easily done it, to be honest. Like, this person's very, very powerful. With the fairy godmother and the freaking magician, both of them, they could have done that. And then look what they did with it. Like, they literally turned to like community. They turned to like love. They turned to helping others. They turned to doing something beautiful with their life that can help others. Literally, they were initiated on both ends. They could have done whatever they wanted. They could have literally they could have been for the other side. Do you know what I'm saying? The side that dwells in heartache, like likes heartache, that finds power from pain. Do you know what I'm saying? And they did find power from pain, but they alchemized it, right? It's like you can take power from pain and leave it as pain, and work with pain and work with hurt and work with suffering, and keep it as those elements and keep it as something that you use to hurt others. And this person alchemized it. They literally turned that shit into like fairy dust. They turned that shit into love. They turned that shit into water for their plants. They turned that shit into abundance for their family and friends. They turned that into gifts for their nieces and nephews. They turned that into, I don't know, like just positive shit. You know what I mean? Like things that, donating to the poor, working in a soup kitchen, like anything that this person did, it was like for others, because they literally passed like a very big test. And if you're this side, just know that I think it's important for you to know that I think this other side will always exist, right? But you didn't give any power to it, and now it's like that other side has no power over you. I feel like some of you are still worried about like your soul, and you're like worried if like you could be someone that could ever turn dark. You can't. Like the test of the soul came and you passed. Like you won't go back, I promise. Like you're a healer, you're a light worker, you were tested though. You were tested heavily and you did not fail it. You know what I mean? And that's such a big deal for side number 2. So holy shit, yeah. What's interesting about this side though, side number 1 of the Pixies, do you see how like everyone in this card is looking at this person? Like everyone in this card is looking at this person, right? Except for her. She's not looking at the fairy. So I still feel that the person on side number 1 is the side that still has that pain and still takes what others say and takes everyone. Look at this person. They're pointing at someone, right? They're like pointing a finger, right? That's what I'm saying. They have so many judgmental characters around them watching everything that they do. And it's two things. For some of you, this person is pretending that like they don't care about this fairy, but it's for the protection of this fairy, right? Because they know that all these eyes are on this fairy, right? So Pixie side is trying to protect side number 2, right? And how do they do that? By pretending like they don't care, like all that, I don't care about that person, right? Because there's some sort of protection that they're trying to, help. Like, I'll be honest, now that I'm getting this and the mirroring between the two, it kind of feels like the reason that this person hasn't initiated yet, side number 1, it's 2 reasons. It's like, it's for everyone, it's different, and you have to choose who this person is. And it honestly is a test, I think, for this person as well, between the light and the dark. So this person, if they truly have taken this darkness and like the sad thing that happened between the two of them, if they let that dark grow, right, and they didn't deal with it, then they could be literally like throwing this person under the bus, like not really caring, like still talking shit about this person on the side, like acting like they don't care and taking that really to heart and being like, I'm better than this person. Like, I feel like an arrogance, right, with the fact that they won't even look at side number 2, right? They're still in denial, like heavy denial. And for some of you guys, I feel like this person was also able to alchemize the pain. And now they see, it looks like someone up here, okay, this is some crazy shit, but this fairy up here, right? They're watching everything, right? So it still feels like they have eyes on this fairy, right? They're looking directly at this fairy. And they're like, once this fairy takes a look over here, right, at her, I'm gonna call, like, I'm gonna know. Like, it's like this fairy, the Pixie side fairy, they have to pretend like they don't give a fuck about this person right now because they have someone watching them, right? And if this person sees that they look over here, they might cast like darkness onto this side, right? So honestly, it kind of feels like this person is more on the dark side and this person is more on the light side, right? And they're trying to get to this person, right? But they have to deal with shadow work still, or they're dealing with karma, or they're dealing with something that they kind of let into their lives, right? With the Pixies, it's like they let too many people into their lives that they shouldn't have let into their lives. So now they're dealing with that, right? And look at all the people that are here versus all the people here, right? Like, look at the Pixies on this side versus the Pixies on this side, right? Do you see the color of the cards too? They're different. So while everyone is paying attention to this fairy, right, everyone is looking to see if this fairy is going to go to that fairy, because if they do, they're going to set some shit off, right? Because all these people are not, I don't think any of the fairies on this side are good, right? So this person is dealing with their shadow. That's what I'm saying. And if they've fallen into shadow, I feel like I'm like Lord of the Rings. If they've fallen into shadow, then they're never going to be able to, like, they're never going to take a look at this person, right? They're never going to look at them. They're just going to keep doing their thing and pretending like there's an arrogance about them, right? And like, they're going to sit in shadow forever. Like this event that happened, they were not able to alchemize the pain into something better. They turned that pain into more pain. And now it has like dug a hole within them, right? And they can't get out, not at this time for sure. But because I see a mirroring, right, with the 3 and the 3, I think that for a lot of you guys, this person has been able to alchemize the pain as well, right? And they're now trying to get into like shift here. They're trying to shift here. But I'm telling you, there's someone here looking at them. And that's why they have not left, right? Like, that's why they pretend not to look, right? Because if they keep looking down, I don't know if you guys can see, but if they keep looking down, then the person staring at them is not going to get triggered, right? This is reminding me of Squid Games, right? In the first game, when they're getting shot at, right? It's like red light, green light, 1, 2, 3, red light, green light, 1, 2, 3, right? So every time this person looks, they have to be still and pretend that like they're looking away, right? Because if not, I don't know who this person is to this person, but to the pixie side, I don't know who that is, but I don't think that's a good energy, right? And that's someone watching them. So they're pretending like they don't care, but it's only for now until they're able to approach this person. But they don't want to bring this shit into this person's life. Do you see what I'm saying? They want to come just themselves, and they don't want to bring all this with them. So that's why, again, this could be an ex, this could be a mom, this could be a grandma, a dad, this could be, who knows who this is, but this person is watching them like a hawk right now. And as soon as they're free, they'll come to the side, but they're not gonna let all these people come with them, right? And all this darkness come with them. And maybe they've alchemized it, but no one here has, right? They're still like, let's just say, in another place where everything is dark, and they don't want to bring that darkness to this fairy, right? Because they see how hard this fairy worked to get to where they need to be, and they really don't want to bring any of that to this poor fairy. You know what I'm saying? They're like, this person, it's not even that they're ashamed, it's like they don't want to hurt their fairy, like they don't want to hurt the side. So they're like, I'm gonna wait until I can go, but it's when this person's not looking, and I don't know how long that's gonna take, right, for this person to stop looking at them. When this person loses interest or like is done looking, right? I don't know how long that will be, but this person will stay like a statue and pretend that they're part of this game until they're able to leave. And that's for a lot of you. I feel like a lot of you guys, because there's such a strong mirroring in this reading, that someone has also alchemized the pain, but they're not in like the good place. You know what I'm saying? They're in like this other place where they can't just go. You know what I mean? Whereas this person's kind of free, right, to do whatever they want. This person's not, because they have someone watching them. So yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, I just feel like this person can't initiate anything because they're stuck with this person just looking at them. Do you see, like there's eye contact, and then this person's not looking up, they're looking down, they're looking away. They're like protecting this fairy so much that they're literally looking backwards. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not that they don't have a vision of what the future is that they don't want this person to know where they're going. They don't want them to know that they see their future with this person, because they don't want to bring any harm to this person. Do you know what I'm saying? They don't. Oh my God. Let's see what these people need. If you're this side, put on some obsidian. Same if you're on this side, put some obsidian. Get some black tourmaline. Protect yourself. I don't know who this is, but I don't think you can be touched. You see you have like a guardian here and all these fairies protecting you. You cannot be touched. It's not about that. It's just about, the word is securing, securing, securing. Just secure, right? Just secure.
Springbreak, a heartache, I do it all over again. Tell me a lie, and I tell you too. Say that I'm happy for the two of you.
So yeah, the pixie side got, I left you before you could leave me. I don't even think that this is about, this is not what this says. Like, that's not the message they have for you. It's just, there's something about leaving, right? There's the word left twice, right? And you twice, right? To this other person. So it's kind of like you have to rearrange it in a different way. It's like a coded message. I'm telling you, I don't know who the this person is, but do you see how they're like hiding with the hermit? It's not even that they're in hermit mode. I feel like they're hiding. Again, it just feels like they can't really move right now. They can't make a move right now. That's what they just want you to know. Something about leaving, like they cannot leave right now. That's literally the message right now. It's like they're in hiding. Like literally that's all they want you to know. And I can see it here, right? Like look at, they're trapped right now. Like literally it's reiterated here. It's like they didn't know if I'd get the message here that they're trapped. So they're letting you know that they're trapped. They're literally trapped with the 8 of Swords. And the 2 and the 8 make a 10. So yes, it's the end of the cycle. Even with the Death card here, yes, it's the end of a cycle. But do you see, what's crazy here is like, there's someone here juggling, and then there's a bear in the background watching them. So yes, there's something, it could be a mom, because this has a lot to do with mother bears, and like that's the whole story of this Two of Coins. It has to do with a mom. So this could be a mom that's watching this person. It literally could be somebody like a feminine. But yeah, there's someone watching them. They're trapped. They cannot move right now. They want to bring an end to this. And then look what's after this, happiness, right? So once this cycle is complete for this person, they will be on their way. But at the same time, they cannot move right now. That's literally what they want you to know. They cannot move, right? Like there's nowhere for them to go. And I think it's the fact also of protecting you. Even here, you see how there's someone here overlooking the girl? Like it's just, there's something, I don't know what it is. It could be something very simple, like someone's watching them, they can't go. They don't want to bring their bull to you, right? Like to this side. To the pixie side doesn't want to bring bullshit to the Empress, right? The Empress is here. And that's what this person is, and that's why this person is, they alchemize the pain into something beautiful, and now look at them. Do you know what I'm saying? They're flourishing. And they're highly protected. That's another thing. Our Lady of Guadalupe is, she talks a lot about protection. This person is highly protected. There's nothing that can really touch these people. That's what I'm trying to say. There's protection here. I don't even think you need the obsidian, to be honest. You're very protected. But yeah, I wish I could share my good news with you. Yeah, it seems like, again, there's just like a block of communication. But again, I don't feel like it's because two people don't care about each other, or two people, there's something here like this side is dealing with in an old cycle that's keeping them trapped. And do you see how they're hiding? Like they're hiding their face. Yeah, there's just, everything has to be a secret right now. Like everything has to be under wraps, because again, it could be a mom that's just watching this person. Maybe someone said like, no, you can't do that. You know what I mean? Or like, no, I don't want that for you. I don't want that life for you. I don't want that person for you. I like reject that for you. You know, this feels like someone who has people around them that dictate a lot of the things that, maybe again, it's like an inheritance that they can't get if they do this. It's like, no, like we'll take you out of the family, like some crazy shit, some dumb shit. 100% it's dumb. Like, let's be real. This is like dumb shit. But again, it's this person, when they were in shadow, they couldn't, they surrounded themselves and trusted people maybe that they shouldn't have told things to. Do you know what I'm saying? And maybe they're trying to keep this a secret right now, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know how long this person's going to look at them. You know what I mean? But I do see an end with the 10. I do see an end. And they're literally reiterating it with death. They really want this message to be clear for you guys. They really do, for this side. They want you to know that it has nothing to do with you, right? Like they see you as the Empress. They know that you're an Empress. They know, I even feel like I wish I could share things with you is coming from them. Like they want to communicate with you, but they cannot. Do you know what I'm saying? And they want to leave right now, right? Like leave. They want to leave, but they cannot. And they're trapped, right? They're hiding. And they know they kind of put themselves in that situation, but they also recognize that there's something that they will be headed out soon. That's what's like the promise. Like I know that like the relationship is what's keeping me going, right? I feel like that was what Sag's reading was about. It's like the relationship is what's keeping me going right now. Yeah. The numbers here is 13 and 19. Maybe the 13th to the 19th. That is a week in December, 13th to the 19th. Maybe that's when this person will be able to finally like go, right? 13 to 19. That's the numbers here. The death and the sun. Because we have the 10 and then 13 to 19. So yeah, I know that's really specific, but maybe that is like some semblance of hope for you guys. I feel like this is all about hope, right? They just want to keep the hope up and alive, because I feel like they're not contacting you and they just can't say anything right now, and it's just like too many eyes on them. So yeah, this is a crazy reading. I'm getting a little exhausted, like faint, honestly. I think that, yeah, it's just not even, this person, they're okay because they're hiding. You know what I'm saying? They're not showing anything, but I feel like whoever this person is that's watching is like no joke. Yeah. But yeah, you're highly protected, so don't worry. I even feel like this person's protected in a sense because they keep covering them. They keep covering their face. Do you know what I'm saying? They keep covering their like crown chakra, their head, right? Even here, the hat is on them. So it's like the head is protected. So I feel like both people are protected. I feel like it's okay. It's just, it has to be this way for a while. And this person has to deal with their shit. You know what I mean? They have to deal with what they brought into their life. If they brought like a jealous ex, you know, they don't want to bring that jealous ex to this person. If they have a mom who's a little crazy, they don't want to bring that to this person. This person doesn't deserve it. And it's like, for what? You know? For other people, this person might not have alchemized the energy, right? And maybe now they're starting to alchemize it, and they're starting to get into hermit mode where they are trying to like alchemize the pain into something different. So maybe this person will get to this other person's point, but I think it's a longer journey for them. Everybody's gonna have like a different person they're dealing with, but yeah, that's what I'm getting, Sag. Just hold on for a message. I think maybe 13th to 19th is like gonna be a crazy week for you guys, to be honest. I feel like that's when I'm posting this. Yeah, I'm posting this I think on the 14th. That's crazy. Anyway, yeah. I love you guys so much. I hope this reading resonates, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.